Hi, this is Helen. I'm excited to be working with a family today. I got asked to get involved through their circle of support, their community circle, and the issue they were trying to resolve is how to recruit more staff for their son. So the first thing we asked them to do is to think about what they'd tried and learnt already, and actually they'd done all the things that we'd usually recommend people explore. They'd done personalised adverts, they'd looked at placing them locally, like in the post office, they'd even worked with providers to get support around recruitment. So we needed to see whether there are other ways to make this happen. And we started with values. So we asked the mum to do a values map. We've been using the Monescence framework for doing that, and it's been really successful. So by starting with the mum's values, we can then talk about the values that the family have, and most importantly, the values they're therefore looking for 2 or 3 new P.As to have to support their son. And then once we'd done that, it was thinking in detail about what the role is, specifically what support they're looking for their son, when, where, and how that needs to be provided. And thinking about different ways of being able to communicate that. So rather than a traditional job description, looking at what a day in the week might look like, or a week in the PA support might look like. So really finding practical, detailed ways to describe what the role looks like. And the other thing is the who, and of course this is the most important. What kind of values we're looking for, and that tracks back to the values map. What kind of interests and hobbies the people might have, what kind of personality characteristics we're looking for. And instead of describing that in a job description and a person specification, we've got a week to view and a day in the life of, and also a could this be you? And what they might be interested in, their hobbies, their values, what matters to them. But we needed to think about a different way of finding people. And what we also know is because of the employment situation where they live around their village, that the people that we're looking for might already be in work. And we want them to tempt them into a way of working that might reflect better their values and might fit with their personal purpose more. So we're starting off by doing the relationship circles of the people who are already in her son's life. So we're starting with family, the circle, and the existing PA. And we're going to map out who they might know who might already be interested in this kind of work. And then to ask what will it take to connect with them and to have that conversation, whether that's social media or just meeting people and having a conversation about that. But we're also looking at 6 degrees of separation. So the people on the relationship maps, although this work might not be for them personally, they may know people in their circles who might be interested. And again, how do we have those kinds of conversations? The other thing that we're doing is community mapping. We're mapping where her son already goes and where he feels welcomed and who else might be there. And then how do we think about different ways of connecting with who else is in those places and who they might know. So a very different way of thinking about recruitment, certainly from my perspective. It's nothing that I've tried before. We're hoping that it might identify some different kind of people who might be interested in PA work, who may not have even thought about that before. We're looking for a really good fit, finding the best people to provide support for the son and describing the role and a recruitment process that really reflects that. We'll let you know how we get on.